Today on Live at 4, memories of baptisms and weddings as a landmark church suffers millions of dollars in fire damages. It was just 24 hours ago that we saw these flames engulf Trinity Evangelical Lutheran, a historic downtown church. Milwaukee's fire chief calls the massive fire and destruction one of the worst in memory.
At one time, at the height, we had 110 firefighters here. That's a significant portion of the 200 firefighters we have on duty to protect the city.
The fire chief also said investigators are working to determine the cause, but the fire likely started in the roof area.
And for the first time, the church's pastor and some of the members were allowed inside the burned sanctuary to survey the damage.
Pete Zervakis has the latest on the damage and what's next for this community. Pete?
Well, Charles and Shannon, as you can imagine, much of the inside of the church is burned beyond repair, but we saw this afternoon that some of the items inside almost miraculously survived the flames. Pastor Edward May is a man of faith. That faith stronger now than ever.
There were some things that I think can actually be cleaned up and be used.
Inside Trinity Evangelical Lutheran Church today, he surveyed an estimated 17 million in fire damage. These friezes, once positioned behind the altar, were salvageable. So was this crucifix.
Our purpose is to communicate, share the good news of Christ, and anything that he preserves in the building to help us do that, that's simply an asset.
Assets that will now have to be used elsewhere. Roughly 300 families are members here, all left, at least temporarily, with nowhere to worship.
We've had several churches in the immediate area that are part of our church body who have volunteered or offered their sanctuaries for worship space.
This is horrible.
The Trinity community will meet tomorrow night to firm up a temporary home. Even in the shadows of this burned building, parishioners are optimistic.
Somehow, I just believe that we're all going to be stronger because of it.
Pastor May confident that his community will someday resume services here.
We want to stay here in Milwaukee, and we believe that God's put us here in this spot.
Now, the pastor says it's too early to know if the whole building has to come down or if some of the structure might be salvageable, but he says regardless, it's likely a 2, possibly 3-year process before things are back up and running at this site. Live near 9th and Highland, Pete Zervakis, today's TMJ4.
All right, Pete, thank you.